Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Carolina Panthers franchise. Now, getting this game started, Donte Jackson takes a pick six to the house. It was a great way to start the game, great way to show out. That automatically set the tone for us. But if you guys are new here, this is Carolina Panthers franchise. We are in season number 2. This is week 9, I think, but this is episode 16. I am doing 2 games a video. It's big plays only, so normally anything about 8 or more yards I normally put in there. You could say 10 yards is technically a big play, but I'm counting like 8 or 9 yards and more. Turnovers, touchdowns are also on there. Some sacks are on there. It just really depends on what I'm feeling, so keep that in mind. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Turn on post notifications. Like always, it really helps. I love the support. You guys have been amazing so far on the roster updates as well. If you guys haven't seen any of the other videos, go ahead and check out the playlist. It will either be at the end of the video or it will be down in the description. It'll probably be both, so don't forget about that. If you guys are wondering why there's different players starting or why somebody's starting, I probably talked about it in other videos and why I haven't started other players as well. And I have sliders and a bunch of other stuff that I have on the roster, on the Carolina Panthers franchise playlist that you guys can go check out that I play under. I'll probably just make a video stating the sliders that I'm using. Granted, they do change every couple weeks. I try to change them every 4 weeks. So, like, because I know after these 2 weeks, McCaffrey was just not getting anywhere. Like, yes, our O-line is technically a low overall. I completely get that. But the fact of the matter is that when you have Quentin Nelson not coming off blocks soon enough to pick up a linebacker, it kind of sucks. It really does. And that's just it's just that there was no holes. I was getting like, I think I was looking at the average, and McCaffrey had a 2.9 at one point, a 2.9 yard. No offense, he's 5'11". If he falls forward, he's getting 2. So it's kind of like, I don't really think that's a good place to be. And for some reason, the opposing teams have just been throwing the ball a lot. I played the Redskins. I don't know if it's this video. I think it's next video. I played the Redskins. I played a couple other teams as well. And it just seemed like they were throwing the ball a lot. I don't know if it's because they were down or if maybe they just want to throw the ball. That's up to them, really. If there's any changes in sliders, I'll try to let you guys know. I know I boosted up run blocking by 1, decreased my QB accuracy by 3, upgraded their pass coverage to like 40, decreased their pass reaction time down to like 26. So there's some changes. I'll probably make a video on that sooner rather than later, probably about the playoffs when that comes around. I think we're about 4 games away from the playoffs, maybe 5. So we're getting very close to the playoffs, which is great news because then we can hopefully succeed again. Well, hopefully succeed enough to make the playoffs this time. We are, what are we, like 6-1 in this? No, let's see. We've played, I think, 6 games. No, we've played 8 games. We've played 8 games. So if we played 8 games, then we would have 8 games left, so week 9, yeah. So this would be, we've only lost 1, so we're 7-1 right now. Cam Newton taking a big rush there, looking like what he was looking like in the early part of the season. I am going to be creating some more Madden content type of stuff. I want to do a video on the Bears, talk about what I want them to do with these remaining 8 weeks, what I hope to see from some of the players on the team and all that. I should have a rebuild coming out very shortly as well. I don't have a whole ton of time to do content creation anymore, so it's kind of, what do I want to put my time into? Do I want to put it into franchise mode? Do I want to put it into the 20-year rebuild? Do I want to put it into multiple 5-year rebuilds? Like, it really comes down to that. I guess it comes down to what do I want my content to be, and that's the biggest thing. So if you guys see a slow tick down of other videos, that's why. Because I just don't think it's going to be as good as some of my other content that I can create. I want to do some other videos, stuff on GTA, about the account resets and what I've been doing recently. I haven't been playing a whole ton of 2K. I just don't really want to play it right now. Been playing some Rainbow, but didn't really record anything. So that's where I'm at currently with every game. Yeah, I just haven't really been playing a whole ton because my SSD did get corrupted because I took it and plugged it into my laptop to try to do some stuff, and I reformatted it apparently. And when I did that, the format was all messed up. So when I plugged it back into my PlayStation, it was like you have to delete everything off this if you want to format it correctly so you can use it again. So I literally only had Red Dead, Marvel Spider-Man, and then NBA 2K19 and Madden 20 on my PlayStation. So I had to spend a whole day downloading stuff. I mean, I did have my backup PlayStation, the one that the disk drive doesn't work. So I was able to, get on that if I really had to, but everything else was deleted, which kind of sucked. Luckily, these were cloud franchises, or I'd be screwed out of multiple weeks worth of work. And I got a question the other day of when do you think you'll stop Carolina Panthers and do another franchise? And then he also asked, like, are you going to do one on Madden 20? Yes, I've done one on Madden 20. It is the Arizona Cardinals one. If you are asking that whether or not I will play one with somebody or if I'll play one with viewers, I don't think I will. Just for the simple fact that if you guys don't even have like the same schedule as me, it's going to be real hard, especially if you want to play against people. So won't be doing that. Won't be doing one on Madden 21 or Madden 22 even. But I think this one will just end when I feel like it. So I think 3 seasons is good enough. But if we win a Super Bowl for whatever reason, let's say I play out of my mind, because I haven't been playing decent, I haven't been making as many mistakes, but there are some throws that Cole McDonald's just not going to be able to make because of his overall, and I'm probably going to have to substitute Ryan Samuel in sooner rather than later. We're up 35-14, and you're actually going to see Ryan Samuel come in on this next drive. I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek because I wanted him to get some reps type of attitude. Like, we were blowing them out, and I didn't think that the defense was going to let up, 2 touchdowns in 10 minutes. I just didn't think that was going to happen. So I ended up putting Ryan Samuel in, letting him throw some balls, hand it off, just getting him some reps, see how I liked him, see whether or not I liked his throw animation. I do not, by the way. And then Christian McCaffrey making everybody look foolish out here, getting around 2 defenders and making another one miss after getting tackled. And so I was looking at the stats, and you guys won't see it because it's at the end of this video. But Paris Campbell just hasn't been getting open, really. Him and OJ, they're still the top 3 targets on my team. They're 2 of the top 3 targets on my team still. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I'm playing different. I don't know if I'm looking for different stuff, but I just haven't been finding them. And for some reason, our man coverage has been real shit, even though everybody on our team has man coverage as their primary thing. Like, I know CGJ has technically slot, but that relies more on man. Donte Jackson is like an 88 man, and Cindy Jones is like a 82 slot, so, and like an 81 man and like a 75 zone. So they should all be, very, very good in man coverage, and it just seems like we're getting beat inside every single time. So yeah, put Ryan Samuel out there. He made a couple decent throws. We're up 38-21 after dumping it off to McCaffrey for a little bit of a pickup here. We later punted, and the Panthers are trying to put together a drive. They're going to make a short toss to their tight end. They're going to call a timeout. Hurry up to the line. 12 seconds left. I ended up using CGJ. I don't know why he's just been playing so bad. And then I started to try to bait them, as Donte Jackson will let up another catch to one of their tight ends. I just started baiting, trying to see if I could get him to throw it towards me. And Jamal Adams actually comes up with a defensive pass interference. Or it was CGJ. I don't remember who exactly got it, but somebody did. And they decided not to end the game on that. So, here's what happens. Donte Jackson with a pick. He started the game with a pick 6. He's going to end the game with a pick 6. And he's so fast, I knew nobody was going to catch him. He has like 96 speed. And that was pretty awesome. I thought that was fucking sweet. Like, you literally just, you had no picks coming into this game. Like, I was even thinking going into this game, I'm like, I don't think Donte Jackson has a pick. I think he's the only corner on our starting rotation that doesn't have a pick. And he comes away with 3 in one game and 2 pick sixes for over like 100 yards total, which was insane. So we ended up beating them 44-21, which isn't bad. And then for some reason, DJ Moore got a development trait challenge. So get him 4 touchdowns or 200 yards. I didn't see the 200 yards. I thought it was 400 yards. So I kind of tried to go berserk with him. And then Isaiah Simmons gets up to an 85, which will unlock his second superstar ability. We are taking on the Giants here at home. I did decide to go with white unis and let them rock their reds because I wanted to see it. I just like seeing other teams' alternate jerseys if they look decent, because then I don't. Because if you don't play them again, then you're not going to get to see them. So, Evan Ingram, after a sack, picks up almost the 15 yards, gets 14. Cole McDonald, still our starting QB, going to dump it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to try to bounce it inside, bounce it outside, pick up 8 on the. This first half just did not. This first quarter just did not go well for either team. Nobody could get it clicking. Like, Daniel Jones was missing throws. Cole McDonald was missing throws. There was no holes to run the ball. Both defenses were playing amazing. And DJ Moore just had a step on him, and I just put it up in the air. And I don't know if it's number 28, but yeah, it is 28. Eli Apple's back on the Giants, and I know a Giants fan that would not be happy about that. To run a slant here, DJ Moore is just going to create enough separation. Get a touchdown, easy touchdown, 1 of 4 that I need to get. That was his 5th of the year. He had, like, I think, less than 30 catches and 300 yards before this game. And I'm going to put it out there. He doubled his basically yards and his touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, and so you'll see. Yeah. See, Paris Campbell, I don't know why I haven't been able to hit as many deep throws. I don't know if it's just because he's coming off the field so often, or if I need to do something different, or if I just need to put him back in that third receiver role and that slot role. I mean, he is in the slot role, as DJ Moore does pick up his second touchdown of the day. But it was just like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like Paris Campbell's out there, and he doesn't seem like he's getting enough. As number 85, don't know who that is, picking it up. And then they punted it, and they actually got a really good pin on me. I thought it was going to bounce, and it didn't. So we ended up getting a safety on us after trying to toss it outside. And then we'll give it to Taysom Hill, and he'll take it up the sideline on a 4th down and 2. Taysom Hill's explosive. He's nice. Granted, he doesn't always pick up the linebacker, but when he does pick up a good block, you'll definitely see the effects of it. Yeah, see right there, 7 rushes for 16 yards. Like, that's less than 3 average. Like, that's barely over 2. That's barely over 2. Jonathan Taylor with a rush. See, this was even the problem in last year's Madden. It seemed like my backup running back would come in and do better than my starting running back. And this was a play that just pissed me off. I just didn't hit him. Oh, I guess I forgot to edit this part out. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why I kept that in there, or if I just didn't edit it correctly. Yeah, I just missed the throw on that one, and it really pissed me off. I'm like, come on, dude, you have to hit at least open throws. If Christian McCaffrey will just go up in front of the linebacker and get it. I think something that I definitely got better at between Arizona Cardinals franchise and Panthers franchise was definitely that check down to the running back. I don't know if it's because I do have McCaffrey, or if it's just because, I just got better. Who really knows? It could help that it definitely helps that McCaffrey's out there, but to trust somebody. Joe Mixon's good, and I had Jakeem Grant, but it wasn't like certified. Evan Ingram torching us like he never torches anybody in real life. He doesn't. And then Golden Tate, for some reason, burns everybody. Literally, this was the Golden Tate show. It was literally the Golden Tate show. Like, we shut down Barkley, which is really weird. Like, we'll play against, like, a normal running back, and they'll torch us like Ronald Jones, but then we'll play against Barkley, and Zeke and everything, and we'll stop them to like under 20 yards the whole game, which is insane to say. Yeah, DJ Moore catches that comeback route, which was awesome. I love when we make it look like that. Then I throw a stupid pass. Shouldn't have thrown it, but I did. And then he'll take it back up to the 7. 50 seconds left in the half. Up 21-9 here in Carolina. I don't even know where their stadium is actually. And they're going to throw a pick right back to Isaiah Simmons. He gets hit as he throws, so it's underthrown a little bit. We do end up flipping the play. Ball faking towards Moore, throwing it back to Moore. That would be his 3rd touchdown on the day. Jonathan Taylor had the other touchdown. He had a rushing touchdown earlier in the day. Yeah, see, I don't know why, he just kept flying by Eli Apple, so I just kept lofting it down the field, and he kept coming up with it. And then when he was in the slot here, I just hit him real quick, because that linebacker vacated. I don't know why. And see, everybody's like, you need to stop complaining about the zones. The zones are okay. Why would that linebacker vacate? You have a receiver in front of you. Unless there is a play action fake, there's no reason to leave that receiver alone, even if that tight end starts coming across. Because guess what? What's the easiest way to cover that? Is to stay inside the tight end, because then if he throws it too early, well, too far ahead, then and Golden Tate makes another ridiculous catch and stays in bounds and gets a touchdown. I don't know when we actually put in, and then Moore just goes up and gets that one. I don't like when it goes up and gets it like that, because then it's just like, that seems a little too cheesy, and it feels like I have to turn down wide receiver catching. But then they drop like other balls, so it's really weird. It's a hard line to put in the sand. It's like, do I want them to make simple catches and catches that you see on a regular basis, but then they also go too far and make Moss catches, or do I want it to be where they drop some catches? But our starting 3, at least our starting 2, Campbell and DJ Moore, definitely have good hands. So it's a weird line. Do you go too far one way or too far the other? We actually put in Ryan Samuel after a while when we're up 42-16 here on the Giants. They just didn't have an answer for us with our speed, at least, because I could get people by them, and I would just send people out to the flats, and it seemed like I could pick up 5-6 yards easy. Even like O.J. Howard was burning their linebackers and safeties, it seemed like. So yeah, and then I was like, I should probably stop using zones and try to go get the quarterback. Another game where I decided to switch on to CGJ and see if I could create something, get him another interception, and then just they had too long in the pocket, which I just didn't understand. Like, Blacklock has a decent amount of sacks, Burns has a decent amount of sacks, Gross-Matos had good sacks last year, Brown had good sacks when he was actually playing. And so yeah, I was just trying to shut some stuff down with CGJ. And then here, I really fucked up. Golden Tate's going to burn me here. He's just going to run a little out, like a little slanted out route, and he's just going to get all the way down to the 1. And then here, I was like, I'm just going to play inside, and then boom. That's my bad. But oh well. It's not that big of a deal. Still up 42-23. Going to try to throw here. Finding DJ Moore on the sideline. Good throw by Ryan Samuel. Ryan Samuel has looked real impressive. But we ended up winning the game 42-23. We absolutely dominated in all facets of the game. They could not handle us. But that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn on post notifications, if I can talk. So DJ Moore did end up getting his X Factor. Remember, subscribing is free. If you guys do not like my content at a later date, you guys can always unsubscribe. Finding my channel is a lot harder than just subscribing and finding me in your subscription box. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Don't forget to follow on Twitch.